Okay, so we are on week 3, and for day 1, I got the idea from a student to put a go sign at the beginning of the day and then a stop sign when you get done for the day, so it's not so overwhelming. Okay, so we're going to just look at day 1. It starts with our first go sign, and then day 1, which is August 31st through September 4th. Okay. So we're going to write a journal entry. Number 1, complete HMH Player App Assignment Module 2 Factors and Multiples. Are you ready? Do Into Literature, page 27. Write and present poem assignment. Respond to the essential question on Keynote. There is no social studies. And we're going to read the Sun book and complete the discussion card questions. So this week you might notice some little numbers underneath this, the CCSS. Those are just standards that go with each assignment in case you were wondering. Journal entry number 1. What do you know about the sun? Write 6 to 8 sentences. You're going to go to this page, you're going to double click, and that's where you're going to type. I want you to remember to indent your paragraph, which is to push the space bar 5 times, and then start. You need to have at least 6 sentences. For math, you're going to log into your HMH Player app for today's assignment, the Module 2 Factors and Multiples. Are you ready assignment? Your login is your ID number at dps61.net, and your password is what I sent you in a private message on Google Classroom. And that is case sensitive, so you need to make sure your letters are lowercase. Then, our poem assignment for reading. Write a poem in which you employ a young speaker to express fears, both real and imaginary. Review your notes on the quick start activity before you begin. So what you need to do is decide if you want your poem to be funny or serious, humorous or serious. And then choose examples of fears that create the most vivid picture in your mind or evoke the strongest feelings. Include a refrain to emphasize the meaning of the poem. A refrain is when you repeat a line more than once. And then you are not going to be presenting a poem because we are doing it from home. So what I've adapted it is you're going to write your own poem about fears, things you or someone you know is afraid of, and you need to include your refrain. Make sure the reader knows why your poem is important. So I did an example poem. So my example poem is Scary Sounds at Night. They give me a fright. The sky is dark. We should not go to the park. I am afraid of it all. Words that cut deep. Getting hit by a Jeep. When my mom frowns. A steep hill I must look down. I am afraid of it all. So I am afraid of it all is my refrain because I repeat it more than once. And you can see I really tried rhyming. Mine was a little bit more humorous than serious because I am afraid of these things, but they are not the most serious things I'm afraid of. So then on this page, you are going to go here, you're going to double click, and you're going to type your poem. When you get to the end of a line, you need to click enter. That's what I did. I put a comma and then I clicked enter. Then you need to respond again. How do you find courage in the face of fear? Your answer might be changing as we go through the reading book. You've responded to this prompt a few times. How do you find courage in the face of fear? What is something you do to help you be courageous? All right, so now we're going to start with outer space. This week in science, we're learning about the sun and outer space. Last week, we really talked about planets and a majority of outer space. So this week, it's mostly about the sun. So the sun is the center of our solar system. Things to know about the sun. The sun is a star. The sun appears large because it is close. The sun is not on fire. It is made of a hot gas called plasma. Plasma is so hot that it glows. Reactions among particles in the core of the sun release energy that provide light and heat to Earth. Without the sun's energy, Earth would be a cold, lifeless rock. The sun has no solid surface, just layers of gas. The swirling loops of gases are called prominences. Prominences can explode and cause solar flares, which sometimes can be seen from Earth. And then you're going to read the sun book. Again, if you look at the little speaker button, I have read it. Every page should have it. Click it and you can hear me read to you. You go all the way through to the bottom. And then your assignment is to write your response to each discussion card. So I went ahead and numbered each discussion card, and then I made a text box to the right. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So number 1, what is the main idea of the section Just Another Star? So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll to the table of contents. Just Another Star is on page 6. So then you're going to reread that section. So it's just page 6, and you're going to answer, what is the main idea? What is it about? What is the purpose of that? And you're going to double click, and you're going to type over there. Then you're going to do the same for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're done for today.